Welcome, Gemini, to your November 2021 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comments section below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Now, Gemini, this is a general reading, so take what resonates here, but wow, this isn't a love reading, but looking at your cards, the message is all about love for you in November on so many levels. 8 tarot cards, and 4 of them are cups. And cups are all about love, emotion, romance, joy, happiness. Out of those 4 cup cards, one of them is the 2 of Cups, which is that twin soul energy. And out of the 3 other tarot cards, one of them is the Lovers. This is so exciting for you. And not only that, your final card, your Gateway Oracle card, is opening to love. So there is very much a theme going on for you here. This is wonderful, beautiful energy. I'm so happy for you. I don't know if I've been saying new love for you as well in some of your past readings, but it is very much showing up here. Now, you start out with the Prince of Cups. Now, this is the Druid Craft tarot deck that I'm using here, but in a traditional deck, this would be the Knight of Cups. And this is a card. All knights really are movement. You are being called to action here. You are being called to go on an amazing quest for love. And this, I don't normally read the Prince cards or the Knights as people, because to me they are action, they are movement. But because this is a general reading, this can be talking about a water sign that is coming into your life. So this is a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. But this is just that knight in shining armor, and this is regardless of what sex you are. This is just the traditional, knight, as what I'm saying is that comes in and sweeps you off your feet. So whether you're male or female, this is some beautiful, loving energy. And this is saying that there is an opportunity for you to just enjoy this romantic energy. This is such a romantic card. And this is asking you to follow your heart as well. Now, there were several cards here that talk about choice. In fact, just quickly looking at I can see the message of choice coming through in probably 4 cards. But this is really saying if you are faced with a choice, and the next card is the 7 of Cups, which is saying you need to choose, you really need to listen to your heart when making this choice, not your head. Now, Gemini, you are an air sign, so you are a very logical person, a logical thinker. But in this instance, follow your heart. Now, there can also potentially be a bit of conflict here between your head and your heart, but just listen to your heart this time, okay? Now, this can also talk about going on a journey, because it is a night. You might be going on a journey by water or over water. This could be to see somebody. It's just quite wonderful and loving and beautiful, caring energy in that night that's coming in for you. And the Knight is facing that 7 of Cups. Now, this is quite an interesting card. You are being asked to make a choice here 100%. But the thing with the Seven of Cups is you have so much in front of you that is available. You are actually spoiled for choice. It's a wonderful position to be in. You have so many wonderful things in front of you. But often when you have so many wonderful things in front of you, it can be difficult to choose because you want them all. And so what happens is you don't make a choice and you get stuck. And in that instance, what can also happen is wonderful opportunities can pass you by because you don't make a choice at all. So you are really being asked here, Gemini, to stop having illusions, stop daydreaming, because if you look at the imagery on this card, the person has kind of got his foot dangling over the edge of the bank there and just dreaming about what life could be. But what this card is saying, and certainly what the Prince of Cups is kind of pushing you towards as well, is to actually make that decision. It's almost like once you've made it, you can move forward, you can go ahead, and there's a lot of potential once you make that choice. It's quite wonderful. Now, the next card is the Two of Cups. What a beautiful card this is. This is that card of love and new romance and meeting that twin soul. Now, a twin soul is more than a soulmate. A twin soul is your other half. And you know, I won't go too much into what a twin soul is, but at the moment your soul was created, at the moment that it splintered from God, your soul split into two, and your other half has the same heart, the same mind, the same soul. And this is what the Two of Cups often talks about, is meeting that wonderful other half. It's, you know, as I said, it's more than just a soulmate. A soulmate is that person that you've lived past lives with, and you can feel a connection with when you meet them in your current life. But this is different. This is truly a deep, amazing, wonderful love that is coming in for you. And it's also a card of healing and reconciliation as well for some of you. But I'm feeling this is new and this is fresh. It is right beside the Fool card. Now, this is a 2, so it also talks about making a choice. And we can resist falling in love. It can be quite scary, quite emotional, quite overwhelming. So I feel like there is a bit of a choice here that's required by you as well to enter into a new relationship. I feel like this is quite an interesting story here as well, because it is right above the 8 of Swords, that 2 of Cups. And I'll go into that in a little bit more when I get to it. But the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, sorry, did I say the 8 of Cups before? The 8 of Swords is saying that you could potentially be a little bit afraid of entering into a relationship, but this is just wonderful, beautiful energy coming in for you. And as I said, it's beside the Fool, and this is that card of adventure. It's that card of beginning again new. It's fresh, beautiful energy. You are starting out on a new journey here, and I really do feel that this is talking about a new relationship. I mean, for those of you that are already in love and you're not looking for love, and you perhaps are even married, this could even talk about just a sense of freedom. But this is really asking you to take that leap of faith, Gemini. If there is anything that is holding you back from entering into this new love, from opening your heart up, this card is saying, take that leap of faith. It is a card of courage, of optimism, of freedom, and it's so playful as well. And it's just a journey of discovery here. Just open yourself up to it. And as I said, it's a new beginning. So for those of you that have perhaps been in a relationship and you have been having issues, you can be starting again new. And you know what? You've got the rebirth card here. I mean, it's just the same messages coming through in the same cards. But this is also asking you to have a little bit of faith, have a little bit of trust as well, because taking that leap of faith into the unknown is scary. So you do have to have a little bit of faith, and taking a risk and trying something new or is what the right thing for you to do here. Listen to your heart, Gemini. I know you want to do this. Now, you've got the Three of Cups. This is that card of wonderful emotional celebrations, happy, joyful get-togethers with your friends, your loved ones. But this can also talk about a marriage, celebrating a marriage, celebrating an engagement, celebrating the birth of a child, like a significant emotional event that is coming up for you in November. But it is certainly a time that is filled with joy for you, and I love that for you. It's a time of friendship as well in November. This card talks about friendship. It talks about gifts, and these can be, physical gifts as well, but a gift of true love is one of the most ultimate gifts of all, isn't it? It's just beautiful. Now, this also is interesting. It talks about the end of an exhausting period in your life. Now, I feel like you've got one challenging card out of this whole reading, and that is that Eight of Swords. And I feel like, as I said, you're putting yourself in a bit of a cage. You're locking your heart away, or you certainly have done that a while ago, I feel. And for many of you, you feel trapped, you feel stuck, you can't feel that love. But what the Three of Cups is saying is there's this end to this difficult period in your life, and you are entering into such a happy time. And there's right beside the Three of Cups is the Rebirth card. This is exactly what is happening. You are absolutely following a calling. You are going in a new direction. Now, this is a card of renewal. It's a card of transformation. But again, the message is coming through for you. It's a card of decision making, because there's this newness here in your reading. Newness in the Fool, newness in this Rebirth card. You are starting afresh. You need to make some choices about which direction you want to go in. And it's interesting that Rebirth is right beneath the Seven of Cups, where you are almost spoiled for choice. You can feel the healing happening for you. You can feel your heart opening up, and you now need to make some choices. Now, this is it's a bit of a spiritual card as well. It's kind of asking you to seek almost a spiritual direction you are going in as well. And not only, I feel like this is not only spiritual, it's almost like it's your soul, it's your mind, your intellect, your psyche, your heart. It's like going in a new direction for all of them. There's a fresh new beginning here. And yeah, this can be scary. And this is why I feel that Eight of Swords is there, because you can sense this new life coming in for you, this new life beginning for you, this new love, this new direction. And you have, put yourself in this position, because the Eight of Swords and the position I'm talking about is of feeling stuck, of feeling tied up, of not being able to see the path ahead clearly. But the Eight of Swords is very specific, and it talks about the fact that this figure in the card, which is you, can actually get out of this situation. They can untie that loosely tied rope around their wrist. They can get their hands out of that. They can take the blindfold off, and they can walk through the massive gaps between the swords that are surrounding the figure that is surrounding them. So you aren't as trapped as you feel. You aren't as stuck as you feel, Gemini. You have got the power and the ability to get yourself out of this situation that is a little bit scary. It's a little bit intimidating, but you're free. There is freedom there. There's freedom in that Fool card. There is freedom in the Rebirth card. Now, your final tarot card. Wow, what a beautiful card that is. Now, this is actually represents Gemini as well. So you are showing up in your own reading. So this is quite a powerful reading here for you. But this again is a card of love. It's a card of fulfillment, of union. But again, it's a card of choice. You can choose. Now, this could literally be saying you are choosing between two people here. There could be some people that you have been dating, you have been seeing, you are interested in, and you literally have to make a choice. You love them both. There could be more than two. There could be several. That Seven of Cups is saying you've got 7 cups in front of you. I'm not saying you've got that many people there in front of you, but there could be multiple things that you can be deeply in love with. This can also talk about choices between your work, your love, your family. This can be choices like this as well. Which do I choose? What direction do I go in here? But you are asked to listen to your heart. But the thing about the Lovers card, which is quite interesting, and this is actually mirrored in the message of the Fool, is it's saying that love requires surrender. And to surrender to love, you need to make a choice. And this is quite a beautiful message. It is scary, but just go for it, Gemini. I really feel you're going to be. I do. I can't see that you're not going to choose to open up to love with these cards. I really can't. Yeah, this is just beautiful. Yeah, and there's this like emotional maturity as well that is coming in for you. I just feel that, even if you've been hurt in the past and that is what's caused you to close off your heart, you're feeling like you want love back in your life here. You really are. Now, I did touch on it before, but opening to love. What a beautiful message this is. The affirmation on this particular card is, my heart is open. So say that to yourself over and over again. And the meaning of this card is, love is on its way. What did I tell you, Gemini? The more you open to love, the more its sweet nectar can surge through your soul. From the love of others to the love of self to love from the Creator, love flows to and through you. You are indeed a sacred vessel for love to flow through. The universe wants you to know there is nothing you need to do to deserve love. It is already waiting for you. It's like the sun, there for everyone. It's simply a matter of stepping out to bask in the warm and glowing light. Who you are is enough. This is true. In matters of romance, love is flowing, wounds are healing, and hearts are opening. If only you could see yourself as those in spirit see you, you would know how very loved you truly are. Gemini, that says it all. That is just exactly summing up every other message of those 8 cards. You are enough here. You are opening up to love. You can feel it. Just go with the flow and let it in. I love that reading for you, Gemini. It is absolutely beautiful. So have a wonderful, loving November. Please leave me comments and let me know. I'd love to know what's going on for you. Have a great month. Don't forget, take me up on that offer if you are a new subby. And if you're not a new subby, I hope to see you next month. Bye.